Hey guys, today I want to tell you about the most important concept for creating the life you want, which I call who before how. So often, if you want to make a change or achieve a goal or change a habit, the first thing that your brain will usually want to focus on is how do we do that? For example, how do I launch my startup? Where do I find customers? How do I test ideas? How do I do a marketing campaign? Or how do I find my next role? Should I network or should I just apply to job postings? What should I say during a coffee chat? How do I prepare for an interview? Or how do I become more fit and healthy? What exactly should I eat? What exact exercise routine should I follow? Should I hire a trainer or should I just work with a gym buddy? Now, these are not bad questions to ask. And if you ask around, people will be more than happy to give you blueprints and guides and guaranteed success 3-step plans to help you on this journey. But the how is not the unlock because know how is forever. If there was a single how formula that worked for every person, every time, whoever had figured that out would be making $100 billion and we would all know their name. The reality is that for any pursuit, there isn't a single how that works in every situation for every person forever and ever. And achieving any pursuit is not a matter of finding the perfect how up front and then just disciplining and willpowering your way through it forever. In fact, achieving any pursuit is a matter of continually figuring out the how again and again over time as circumstances shift. It's a matter of refinding your balance and troubleshooting and adjusting and making little tweaks forever. And why is that? It's because everything is always changing. The world changes, technology changes, customers change, companies change, and you change on a day-to-day or even an hour-to-hour basis. You're tired one day, you're energized the next day. One week you're full of confidence. The next week you have one conversation that sours you for the whole week. When the world is always changing and you are always changing, of course, the how has to change as well. So let me give you better questions to ask. I want you to ask yourself, who is the person that you will be at the end of this journey? Who do you want to be? And then, how does that person act right here, right now, when facing this current situation? These questions will help you reorient to the identity and values and way of being that are your true North Star in this pursuit, and use those to generate the best how for this moment, which is why I say who before how, because the who creates the how. Who do you want to be as a startup founder? An icon, an industry disruptor, a genius? How does that person find customers? How does that person test ideas? How do they do a marketing campaign? Or who do you want to be in your career? A leader, a head of product, a key player that's always in the room? How does that person network? How do they apply to jobs? How do they prep for interviews? Or who do you want to be in your health and fitness? Someone who's fit and healthy well into their 90s? One of those magic people that eats whatever they want and still look great? And then how does that person prepare meals, exercise, decide whether or not to hire a trainer? It's okay if you don't know the answers to these questions yet, because this is exactly what I help my clients figure out. You know how seriously you research different hows and game plans and processes for achieving your goals? You know how you open up a million tabs and you're just determined to find the best way? That is how seriously I want you to take your future identity development, AKA answering this question of who do I want to be? And getting that picture as clear and crisp and resonant in your mind as possible. So take your time and really get the vision clear in your mind. Try different identities on. Spend a whole day asking, what would that person do, and acting like them. Drop or adjust the identities when they don't resonate in the moment. Wrangle with your fear that you can't be that person and put it to bed so you can get to work just being that person. This is the work that I do with my clients. And by the way, we troubleshoot the how too. Both the who and the how are necessary, but we always put the who first because that is what creates everything else. So if you want to start living your who today and following that person's plans rather than someone else's, come talk to me and let's get started. Go to the link above and book a free coaching consult.